distinguished ladies and gentlemen, now you've heard the policy underpinning the national social investment programs. You've also heard just where all this started from, being the party, the APC's manifesto. So I think we have another aspect of this story, which is, just having the beneficiaries themselves give us their own stories. So we're going into the testimonial phase, and I would like to invite a few of these beneficiaries that have come from across the country to tell us their stories. So we're going to start with the Empower program, and we will be inviting 4 gentlemen up on stage now. Nat'l Ali is from Empower Plateau State. Mr. Dike Ebere Charles, Empower Anambra State. Magaji Baskar Nicholas is from Empower Kaduna State.
Before we go into testimonial proper, the Empower program, the current scope of the program is 200,000 graduate beneficiaries from all 36 states plus FCT. The non-graduate component to kick off once procurement process is completed. Next batch of 300,000 beneficiaries to be selected in due course.
The President of Nigeria in absentia, the Vice President, the Acting President rather, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, the senators here present, other dignitaries present, fellow Empower beneficiaries and ambassadors, I greet you here. Good morning. I am Nat'l Ali Samuel from Plateau State, one of the Empower beneficiaries. I am actually visually impaired, and before then I finished my my BA program last year, but used my NCE certificate to apply for the program. Unfortunately, without any consultation, I was employed as an Empower staff. And thanks be to God, and thanks be to the implementers of this program that have changed my life so positively, particularly my focal person for Plateau State, Dr. Samaya Hamza. She indeed considered me. She sent me to a center where my service will be needed most and appreciated. That is in Gindri Material Center for the Handicapped. That is where I was employed. There I serve as a teacher and also an instructor. I work there as a brailleist. I produce books in sciences and mathematics. I also go to other classes, and I serve at a primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions. The assistance, the services I render cut across all the educational levels, in keeping with the vision of the Gindri Material Center for the Handicapped, which is the inclusion of persons with disability in the Nigerian education through the provision of appropriate material and training. And in keeping with that, I do use, it involves a lot of gadgets. We use, like, for the production of science, you can bear with me witness that most of the visually impaired persons, like those who are blind, they don't cope normally with mathematics. But with my passion, by the grace of God, I am here to serve my nation and to make every blind person a mathematician and a scientist. And part of what I have done is that I use the embosser braille machine, which is just like a printer. I use the computer I also use the manual Perkins Brailler, the Mabak Brailler machine. I also use other things like the Tello frame, which is the one that I use to teach mathematics to the visually impaired persons. There are other things like the cube root board, slate, and stylus. And before then, personally, how the N-Power has impacted in me. I'm somebody who is a hustler. I want to help myself out, but the means is not available. Particularly what the N-Power program package has impacted in me as an individual. I desire to establish a computer center where every kind of production will be done, and particularly I will be training the visually impaired persons. That is my intention. So from what I have earned from N-Power salary, I have bought a copier machine, a laptop, and even a generator. So thank you so much.
Good morning, His Excellency the Acting President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, governors, senators, ministers, all protocol duly observed. I'm D.K. Charles from Anambra State and N-Power beneficiary from Kano State. I would like to say this. N-Power is the best social initiative program since the base of democracy in this country. Because I graduated with first class in 2013 from University of Medjugorje, and I served I was not appointed actually because then it was based on who you know, and I served in University of Uyo, and the same thing happened. Despite that the department recommended me, then my brothers, they suffered, and because I'm privileged to be the only graduate in my family of 8, and after everything, my brothers suffered to raise money for me to run a master's degree program in Bayer University. When they suffered to raise the money for my school fees, after then, running the program was very difficult for me. And before all this, I applied for many scholarships. I applied for government recruitment. Nothing was happening. So I was like, what is the essence that I'm a graduate, I'm with first class, the government is not doing anything, I don't even have a job, and there is many expectations from me. So when I heard about N-Power, I did not even plan to apply for it. I was like, it's normal government issue based on who you know. So a friend told me, Charles, please give this a try. I reluctantly applied. I never even care about it again. So when the computer-based days were like they write computer-based days, and I went and wrote it, I forgot about it. It happened that when they shortlisted the name, they asked me to go and check. I put my number and I saw congratulations. Wow, I was happy. First in history in Nigeria. I don't know anybody. So after then, many rumors surfaced because I'm residing in Kano. I'm not from Anambra State. That it will be based on catchment area, ethnicity, or religion. I was shocked and I was like, okay, I'm not from Kano, I'm not Muslim, I'm not a Northerner or something like that. And people were like carrying up the rumors. So when we went to local government, I have to recommend the Kano State. Our focal person and the official, the staff, they did very wonderful work. We went there, we are not screened based on your maybe ethnicity or religion, but we have screened as Nigerians equally. Everybody was based on merit and not based on who you know. So after then, I was posted to School of Hygiene, and I have this objective, my goal to be a lecturer, and I have been. That's why I wrote in academic masters, and I was posted there, and I contribute a lot in lecturing them anatomy and physiology, and also counseling the students, because some of them come to me, they were like, okay, how do you make first class in during your undergraduate or something? So I give them advice, and I have learned many things from there, because now you know that when you apply for any job, they will ask you for experience. Now with this empowerment, I have that experience, and it's helped me a lot. My MSc program, it solved many issues, logistic, taking care of myself, and the first